The checkpoints is presented by pharmaceutical company GM Pharma.
Hotel Chateau is still on sale. Gotsiridze, the founder of Chateau, declares that he has not changed his mind about selling the hotel, and he has been waiting for a suitable offer since 2023. According to him, the crisis in the sector is intensifying, while the sector finds it difficult to cope with it. It's a very difficult time for the hospitality sector. This includes both hotel and restaurant businesses, not only in Tbilisi but also in the region, where maintaining the business is very difficult. Sometimes crises are prerequisite for new opportunities to emerge, but in our case, the situation is very difficult. Tourism has decreased significantly, and there is no vision of what could be the base of this business to grow and maintain the positive we have, Gotsiridze says. Earlier, Minister of Economy Levan Davitashvili noted that number of beds increased in recent years due to the Airbnb, and the hotel business could not compete with them. Gotsiridze agrees with the minister that competition increased in the market, but notes that the crisis in the hotel business is related to the current unstable environment and not to increase competition. Yes, I agree with Davitashvili that there is increased competition, but there was high competition several years ago when tourists were coming more actively and this situation was much more stable, and there was not prerequisite for countries that Georgia is an unstable and dangerous country for visitors, stated Gotsiridze, founder of Chateau. The National Bank of Georgia simplified mortgage lending regulations to simulate the real estate market. According to some representatives of the real estate sector, easing lending regulations will have a positive impact on the market. However, it's unlikely that this mechanism will significantly increase apartment sales. As the general director of Arsi told Bioli, simplifying regulations will make it easier for consumers to obtain mortgage loans in some cases. However, it's unlikely to have a significant effect on apartment sales. We need to observe what impact the easing of this regulation will have on the market, as we are not in a standard situation today. Interest rates on mortgage loans have already increased and demand for real estate has decreased. Under these conditions, it's important to see how much the easing of this regulation counterbalances our conditions. Demand and activity in the real estate market have decreased, but not dramatically. Easing regulations on mortgage loans will, of course, simplify procedures. However, this is not the same kind of mechanism as the subsidy program during the pandemic, when the people bought the real estate based on the subsidies, stated Gotsiridze. The rental of cottage at wellness resort Bioli has become cheaper. The company's founder, Chateau, explains that he had to reduce prices due to the decrease in the number of foreign visitors. According to Chateau, their financial indicators were negative due to low occupancy rate after November. In general, wellness is a field that interests high-income individuals. These are people who have everything in life, know the value of health, and travel to resorts to various countries to improve their health resources, noted Chateau. Due to the decline in foreign tourist flow, the founder of Bioli had to reduce prices. The businessman hopes that the situation will improve. We had to revise our pricing policy. In fact, that there are fewer foreigners, more Georgians come up. For Georgians, the concept of wellness means smoking cigarette in fresh air. We don't have the culture yet, therefore the price should be appropriate. If in summary cottage costs $400, now it costs $150. Even that price is not high for foreigners. We had fewer foreign visitors, but hopefully sooner or later over the years the situation will stabilize and everything will improve, Chateau explained. Restaurant Sofiko will open on March 15. The restaurant's co-founder Gotsiridze told Bioli it's worth noting that the tourist facility was closed for some time due to the renovation works and will start operating actively from mid-March. We planned to open the restaurant earlier, but for certain reasons it was delayed until March 15. It's also getting warm, so we are opening the restaurant in hope of a better future because the situation in the country has not stabilized yet. There are many companies, including five-star hotels, that cannot pay salaries. Hotels are in great difficulty, Gotsiridze said. Zura Beristavi, managing partner of the company Rentals, declares that more hotels are sold in recent times due to the unstable environment and reduced tourist flows, as the business can no longer cope with it. According to him, the demand for converting hotels into office space has grown, which to some extent indicates that the business is looking for a direction that will be less loss-making. I can confirm that mostly family-type hotels are sold in Tbilisi as well as in the regions, especially in Kakheti. The reason for all this is probably that the number of guests has decreased. These are also questions about transforming hotels into offices in Tbilisi. The reason for this is probably that the hotel is not working. The business finds it difficult to cover high expenditures, so they think of finding an alternative function for their property. Hotel owners started converting a hotel into office space, which is a very difficult process. We have talked about this with various owners many times because in this case, every room has its own sanitary facility. There is a loss of space. No one needs 40 rooms with 40 sanitary facilities. Accordingly, a person will find the same space much more cheaper. As for capital expenditures, converting a hotel into an office is a very large expense, noted Zura Beristavi, managing partner of Rentals. Tamar Kvaratskhelia, founder of the honey-producing company Rukhi, declares that the company switched to a survival mode due to the reduced exports and financial crisis. As she notes, like other companies, they had to adjust prices in order to maintain production. Honey exports have decreased significantly. We exported a very small amount, over half a ton of honey in 2024. This was also for a specific exhibition, explained Tamar Kvaratskhelia. According to her, Georgia cannot compete with other honey-producing countries due to the price. However, the niche of Georgian honey is quality, so producers hope that the market will be focused on the product quality and exports will increase. We cannot compete with international markets in terms of price, and it's a sad reality that we will not be able to do so for a long time. At this stage, we have high-quality honey which we must maintain, and I think that in the future, European and Eastern countries will also understand that price is not decisive and quality is much more important. Accordingly, we hope that export volume will increase, noted the founder of Rukhi. Gotsiridze Winery will sell its products in Berlin from spring. Andro Gotsiridze, the founder of the family-owned small wine seller, spoke about this with Bioli. According to him, the Berlin market is an important experience for the company, which provides an opportunity for both entering the German market and establishing direct contacts. We are pleased that our wine will be sold in Berlin from spring in the store chain of 8,000 vintages. Initially, we are talking about small quantities, but we hope it will earn demand. Entering this market creates a great opportunity to establish direct contact in the Berlin market. It will likely to be sold in the medium price segment. Additionally, we are in negotiations with France and also interested in the US market. However, this comes with its own bureaucracy and standards, Gotsiridze said. According to the winery founder, the niche for Georgian wine should be quality instead of mass production, as the country cannot surpass other countries in quality. We want to develop on the European and US markets, so mass production wine, which is acceptable for Russia, is not what our winery produces, Gotsiridze noted. Textile gallery Tsim plans to open a physical space in Italy, specifically in Naples, where its eco-friendly products will be sold. The gallery's founder, Anna Abashidze, spoke about this in an interview with TV program Women's Narrative. The textile enterprise Tsim appeared on the Georgian market about 3 years ago. The enterprise began to manufacture products on the principle of waste-free production, and they began to use only paper-based packaging. The social responsibility of Tsim is not limited. The enterprise gives women a profession and teaches them sewing. Now, Tsim has 6 permanent employees who create eco-friendly products. The company also has one physical store in Rustavi. According to the founder of Tsim, the company expanded export destinations and products we are sent to Italy, Greece and the USA. We want to open a physical space in Naples. At this stage, negotiations are underway. Given that Italy is the country where the largest number of Georgians have immigrated, the main focus will be on children's and household textiles. We will focus on exporting in this direction. The investment for opening a physical space in Italy will be entirely our own resource, said the company's founder. According to her, negotiations are also underway with large Tbilisi malls in parallel with the Italian market. A new physical space is planned to appear in one of the Tbilisi shopping centers by September this year.
The Checkpoints is presented by pharmaceutical company GM Pharma.